Hello.
We're back.
Yay. It's been a while.
It's been a while, but buckle up and get ready for this episode.
Oh, I got nervous now that you said that.
I've been promoting it.
Oh, that's exciting. I haven't promoted the podcast. I got to start doing that. Oh my goodness.
Yeah. We have a special guest. One of our most asked for, liked, subscribed listeners and guests is back for the second time on the podcast. You may have heard her giving you the stats on hugging and how hugging is great for you. So we're going to welcome Neelam, one of our coworkers, back to join us again tonight.
Hello. How are you doing, guys?
We're doing good, Neelam. And you?
I'm excellent. I'm doing perfectly fine.
It wasn't the stat. It was like how long you had to hug somebody, remember? A 50-minute hug or something. I don't know. Some extended amount of time.
Felt like 50 minutes, but I think it was just 10 seconds.
I'm nervous because, okay, today we're going to be talking about fad diets and all these crazy diets that you're seeing on social media and what you need to do and how you need to eat this and not eat this. And anyway, I follow all these things. I think about them. I listen to them. But fasting is something that's been coming up a lot. And I go to doctors a lot, just to try to be healthy and get advice. And this doctor was like, okay, Karen, you should start trying to do a 16-hour fast as much as you can. And I was like, 16 hours? Okay. She's like, is that possible? And I'm like, no. Like during the week, no, because I'm up at 5:30. So I'd have to finish eating by whatever that is minus 16. The weekends, maybe, if I'm not going out, if I'm winding down early. But I tried it for the first time on Sunday. I had a huge lunch, finished at 4 p.m. And I just wasn't hungry. So I got to eat the next day at 8 a.m. Okay. That's normal when you're up at 5:30. Like by 8, you're ravenous. So I was talking to Neelam today and I was like, okay, I want to try it again tomorrow. And Neelam gave me this bone broth because she's like, when you stop fasting, you have to have something that soothes your stomach. Bone broth. Okay. That's all the rage, the collagen and whatever. So I finished eating dinner at 6:40 p.m. So I can't eat tomorrow until 10:40 a.m. and I don't know if I'm going to make it.
Well, isn't that at the break?
Yeah. But
well,
it's not about the break. It's about that I'm going to be up from 5:30 to 10:30 a.m. not eating anything.
But
I'm nervous.
Karen, it's doable.
I think that's doable.
Yeah. It's just a mind thing. Trust me.
You're reacting. Calm down.
Well, I'm nervous because what if I wake up and I'm hungry?
Do you normally wake up hungry?
No, but by the time I get to work and I sit down at my desk, I'm like, okay, I'm ready to eat.
But so wait, Karen, you are in an intermittent fasting thing which is what I think you're doing. You are permitted certain liquids as long as you're not breaking your fast. So technically you would be breaking your fast if you ingest anything solid. But if you're having coffee, if you're having water, you're good to go. You're fine.
But you can't have anything with calories. You can't put sugar in your coffee or milk in your coffee. Okay, I don't do that anyway. So you can have coffee. Okay, so let's set the record straight. You can have coffee. You can have water.
Water.
Definitely.
Oh, this doctor told me I could take electrolyte drops to put in my water. The main ingredient is concentrated seawater. So I guess I'm salt
Just
water.
put salt in your water, but use the flaky salt. There's this really nice brand of salt that I use, but yeah.
Okay.
I'm on a different thing.
You can only have salt and you can only have water and coffee.
Yeah, pretty much.
I tried intermittent fasting and I didn't do it for a long time, but I was able to do it. I don't remember how many hours I did it, but I was able to do it. But then I got off of it because I was like, can I have coffee or not? And I can't go my mornings without coffee. Can you imagine me going to work?
But you can have coffee.
I know, but I need the sugar. I need I got to put things in my coffee. So I couldn't do it because I was a grumpy muffin, I'm already grumpy in the morning and not having coffee. Oh my God. Can you imagine? Nightmare.
Okay. No. I can do black coffee. So I could do that. But,
no,
okay.
Yeah.
But it's doable. It's doable. I mean, I for one try to fast once a week. I usually do it on the weekend, and I easily do a 24-hour fast just on water and coffee.
That's actually psycho. 24 hours.
That's crazy, Neelam. Okay,
And
that's
no,
just
my brother. Wait, hold up. It's
ridiculous.
my brother in an hour's time. Okay, my brother would have finished in an hour's time from now. My brother would have finished a 48-hour fast. He started fasting on Sunday at 8 o'clock at night, and calculate 48 hours, and we're there, right? So, he's doing it, and there are a lot of benefits to fasting. It just depends on
Fad
who
diet.
needs it,
Fad
how
diet.
you do
No,
it.
fad.
No, you need, well, 48 is extreme, but then his reason for fasting is completely different from others. And I think that is where we need to start off from. Like, what is the reason you're fasting for? Or why is it that you're taking on the diet, right? Fad diet. Yeah, fad diet, that we've all lived our lives with fad diets, right?
Well, yeah. Fasting, I don't know. They just say it's healthy. I don't really know why. They say it could kill the bad cells that are in your body.
They're all
That's
healthy.
called autophagy.
All the diets are healthy. They all say they're good for. That's the one thing that they have in common, that they're all good for you. It's the latest rage. It's the one that works. It's the one that's going to make you look like a stick.
What did you just say?
Autophagy. That's called.
What's that?
That's when the cells, the bad cells in your body, are swept away because your cells are regenerated. The longer you have the fasting on, and the reason I know this is because, well, I'm not bringing my brother into this, but he is following a special regimen, for his condition, because he suffers from Parkinson's, and it has helped him tremendously.
Autophagy.
Autophagy, it's called.
Okay,
autophagy.
I got a definition here.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So, the body's natural cellular process of
Exactly.
self-eating, where a
Yes.
cell cleans out and recycles its damaged or unnecessary components. So
Yeah,
maybe we
that's
should just
true.
starve ourselves all the time and we'll all be healthy.
Well, there's ways, right? There's ways.
All right. So I guess that's enough about fasting. We'll come back to this at some point. But we're going to talk about like all these diets that you're seeing in the media. So we're going to name a few at the beginning, just to kind of give you a review of what we're going to talk about, and then we'll get into them. Michelle,
Yeah.
What's a fad diet that you've done?
Well, I didn't look up the definition. Was I supposed to look up the definition?
No, we're just giving the listeners an overview of which diets we're talking about. So for example, low FODMAP.
The what?
Low
The what?
FODMAP. FODMAP.
What's that?
Okay. All right. Well, okay. I thought I was going to give an overview of everyone.
That's a diet?
First.
Is that an acronym for diet? Okay.
Yeah.
See? Okay. First of all, that is just like ridiculous. That's why it's a fad diet. I mean, okay. One diet, cabbage soup diet.
Oh yeah, I remember that one. Oh my goodness, those were the days. Only soup, breakfast, lunch, dinner, only soup.
Yeah.
Go figure.
And no, not only soup, cabbage soup.
Yeah.
Okay. A FODMAP is an acronym for a class of carbohydrates.
But so it's a low carb,
which are difficult for people to digest.
Oh, that's another thing now. Nobody can digest anything now. No. All of a sudden, it's like, I can't eat this. I can't eat that.
Carbs are carbs.
Ugh.
Okay, so cabbage soup.
Bad,
okay,
gluten is bad.
So we're going to talk about
the
cabbage soup diet, low FODMAP, the popular ones: keto, paleo, carnivore.
Special K diet. Yeah, in the house, Special K.
What about the slim fast diet? Do you remember that one? Way back when? Oh my God.
No, slim fast. That gave you the shits. And what was the other one? What was the other one that I was talking about? The powder?
There's one.
Herbalife.
Herbalife.
That one.
That was addictive.
I've been told to do no gluten, dairy, and sugar, which is like impossible.
And then the
Uh,
grape. No, you could do it if you did the grapefruit diet. That one probably. Well, no, that has sugar. So well.
okay, let's get into talking about these. What the most ridiculous ones I think I've heard are the cabbage soup and the grapefruit. So what is grapefruit? You just eat grapefruit
You just eat grapefruit.
like for 3 meals a day.
Yeah, I don't remember it, but yeah, it's just like you just eat grapefruit. Let me look it up. You
I
just
But
don't
eat
like,
grapefruit.
I
like,
don't think
what if,
go ahead,
go on,
Neelam.
Karen. No, no,
Nope.
but what about
I
all the
was
other
just gonna
ingredients? Like,
I was just gonna say I don't think this actually exists. It generally consists of eating one grapefruit fruit at each meal, along with meat, eggs, and other foods. So you're allowed to eat other things,
I
Michelle?
guess. I don't think so. I don't
I
remember
don't think
eating
so. When I
everything
did
else.
that one, I just had grapefruit and it was
Yeah.
horrible. I hated grapefruit.
Okay, you guys did it wrong. You're allowed to eat meat and eggs and other foods that are rich in fat and
We
protein.
were,
You just need to accompany each a grapefruit with all the food you eat.
I hate grapefruit. It's so
me,
nasty.
I know.
Oh, I love it, but I put sugar on it.
Sugar is bad.
All right. Well, okay. Let's not shame sugar. Um okay. Basically you just need to have grapefruit at every meal. What are the benefits of that?
I don't
You
know.
lose weight really fast.
You don't
You get,
know.
you don't know, but
No,
like,
well, I gotta tell you something. These diets, a fad diet, I mean, that's what they all say. It's like, this is the best diet. It's the one that's gonna get you to lose the weight. It like eliminates a certain food group that we all should be eating. And the grapefruit diet just highlights a particular, I mean, not just the grapefruit diet, but all the diets just highlight one particular type of element to eat, food element to eat. And so that's what makes it a fad diet. That's what they all have in common. You can't eat this, but you can eat this. And
and
everybody overloads on that. And so, I mean, it's just you eat grapefruit and be happy.
What is cabbage soup?
You eat cabbage soup 3 times a day.
cabbage soup with, it had veggies in it, I think,
Yeah,
right? Right,
yeah,
Michelle, had veggies, but it was like this soup that you would make, like to have to replace all your three meals. But what I think my takeaway on fat diets is the fact that they're not sustainable. I mean, seriously, do you envision yourself forever eating grapefruit or forever living off cabbage soup? You
no.
do the diet, you lose the weight, you stop the diet, you bounce back. It's a yo-yo thing, right? So, that's been my takeaway of all these fat diets. You do them, but they're not sustainable. You need to find something that's sustainable for you, right? So, Karen, what about, your no gluten diet?
Okay. So, I recently found out, not recently, a while ago, but we all have inflammation in our body, and inflammation is caused from gluten, dairy, and sugar. So a doctor was one time like, avoid these things for 3 weeks, then gradually reintroduce them one at a time. But try to plan a day where you're not having any gluten, any dairy, and any sugar. It was just really hard. And forget about if you wanted to go out to meet friends or whatever. It's impossible. I mean, I was healthy. I looked good. I don't remember feeling remarkably different, but I lost, a couple pounds that I wanted to lose. But I just found it sustainable in terms of options that exist. And the thing is, like, the gluten free stuff is expensive.
Yeah. Well, yeah, because that's all the rage. Everybody's gluten
The
free.
dairy free cheese is like super expensive. Sugar, I don't eat that much of, but I just found it like really hard to think of things to prepare, and it was expensive going to the grocery store and buying everything like gluten free or dairy free.
Yeah, I don't know. I think everybody's gluten free now. And I think it's because of that. It's just a fad. Like there are people that are, seriously allergic to it and like the doctors are like, "Nope, you can't eat that." And they took that and they made it into like a fad diet. And now everybody's got to try gluten free, because it's going to do something to you. That only affects, I think, a person, who's allergic. It's not meant to be for everybody.
But I do believe that inflammation is real and that there
Oh yeah.
are foods that will inflame you, just like there are foods that can easily detox you, not easily. Well, I don't know. Should I talk about mine? The one that I am currently on. I hope Michelle doesn't think I'm on a fat diet, but
Mm.
You know, I am currently,
Yes.
she does. Well, I'm sorry. Um, I've done the research, I've looked it up, and the results have been amazing. I don't know how sustainable it is, but at this moment, I'm not doing it so much to lose weight, but to disinflame, because many people, like I said, there are reasons behind the why people take on these diets, right? So there, for example, there are people that really need to take on the diet just to lose that all that inflammation. We don't realize there's this big thing also going around about the lymphatic drainage thing, right? Have you seen that all over the internet? These drops that you take, and you're like suddenly like you don't have a double chin, and all, you know, you're all less puffy and everything. So all boils down to inflammation. And I'm going to add on to what Karen said. She said sugar is bad, gluten's bad, but you know, with this diet that I'm taking, which is the carnivore diet, I have things like seed oil and corn syrup that for me are like no-nos, you know?
Yeah.
And that also has a really big effect. So I am on this current carnivore diet, and I think it's amazing. But I have to go through a detox that disinflames my body. And so at this moment, I have to go through a 30-day period where I am only eating 6 ingredients. Now talk about limiting.
Let's
Okay.
talk about these 6 ingredients.
Yeah,
What
yeah,
are
yeah.
they?
It's like super
So this is
limiting.
this detox is before you start the carnivore diet,
So
or
this
this?
is the carnivore
Okay,
diet,
so what
but
is it?
the first part of the carnivore diet involves disinflammation. And so with that, you need to have a protocol of 30 days where you're having 6 ingredients.
All right,
Okay, are you ready?
I'm ready.
I am
Number one,
only allowed to have beef, coarse salt,
wait, oh, hold on. What the hell
like
is
thick salt.
Okay,
Thick
Coarse
salt.
salt is a thick salt that you use like for like
yeah, that's what.
barbecues, and
Yeah, that's
yeah,
what I have.
right, the
Okay.
sea salt kind of thing. Butter or ghee.
Oh,
and and
don't
and,
even
and
get me started
Karen does
on the
not like this.
ghee.
Yeah, yeah, we're gonna go into the ghee.
Don't
Uh,
even get me started. What she tells me
Coffee,
every morning.
coffee,
Coffee.
bacon, and eggs, and
This
water.
doesn't even
That's
seem
it.
healthy.
That's it.
Meat, bacon, eggs,
Meat, bacon, eggs,
coffee,
coffee,
ghee,
High
water,
butter, and
cholesterol.
salt.
butter, and yeah. So
Yeah, get.
basically, this is it. And look at me. I mean, I don't know, Michelle, do I look skinnier or what? I have lost in 24 days, because today is the 24th day out of 30. I have lost 14 pounds.
What?
Wow.
Yeah, I have
Actual
lost
applause.
14. But of course,
Wow.
I am super strict. I've not gone out for any meals. I, you know, have my meals at home. I do my 24-hour fast once a week. Um, and yeah, it's basically to first detox. The moment you start detoxing, your inflammation starts going down. And believe it or not, a lot of your weight is your body's reaction to being inflamed. And so it's
But
really
why
that
can you
simple.
have bacon?
So there's a whole science behind this, and it is science backed, because you know I'm like trying to discredit this fat diet thing. Many people, okay, this diet was basically came to the surface and became popular because of people who were reversing their condition, their autoimmune conditions. Remember, I told you my brother, he suffers from Parkinson's. His Parkinson's is not completely reversed, but it is way under control, and he's feeling much better now than before. But it's been documented with many people going on this diet. You know, Jordan Peterson, have you heard of him? Jordan
No.
Peterson, and Michaela Peterson, his daughter, they had really bad autoimmune conditions, people with cancer, because it's all an elimination thing of sugar. So what this diet does is similar to the keto one. What they're doing is you're taking uh, the fat and the meat to nurture your body. And in doing so, the body starts getting energy from the fat. Okay. Just like a keto diet, the body gets energy from fat, but it has its ups and downs, that I have to say. And some of them are not the best. I mean,
Okay.
It takes an
So what are you
adaptation
going to do
time.
when these 30 days are over?
Bit by bit, again, incorporate some foods because your body starts getting used to no carbs, no sugar. And the moment you ingest that, you start feeling bad. So
Okay.
it might just be a way of eating. And, not that I'm going to be completely strict on it, but it would also mean just training your body and incorporating, carbs or sugar occasionally. That's
All
it.
right. All right. Well, okay.
Well,
I
I
don't
don't know.
know.
That sounds like a fad diet to me. Yeah. I mean,
I
you
don't.
just,
Well,
it's
look
not
at
like
me.
a long-term thing. It's not sustainable.
Well, I'm
No.
curious if you'll be able to keep the weight off because I think that's what a lot of these things are. Like what I've noticed is when I eat do this, it works, but then it eventually comes back.
So this might just become a lifestyle thing for me because
Oh, you're going to be
there's,
carnivore for the rest of your life?
well, this is the irony, okay? I'm Hindu and I'm eating beef. Talk about irony, okay?
Yeah.
We think the cow is sacred, and here I
Yeah.
am, major sinner of all, eating beef, but it's helping me, you
All right.
know?
You feel better.
Um, I feel so much better. I have so much more energy. And it's a thing now. There's a whole carnivore community out there. There's ways to make carnivore pancakes, okay?
All
I
right.
made carnivore muffins too recently.
Oh
All
my
right. So
goodness.
speaking of energy, I'm going to talk about another diet because another person was like, you should try paleo.
Okay.
Do you guys
I
know
don't
about
know.
that?
I
Oh, I
don't know
did
about
paleo.
paleo.
I love paleo.
Paleo is basically like protein and veggies
Yeah. Yeah.
and nothing that comes from like a shell.
Yeah.
Like you
Yeah.
can't have like lentils or
No.
chickpeas.
You
No.
can't have
Michelle,
pistachios?
No.
no. It can only be literally like root vegetables like yuca,
Yeah.
potatoes, sweet
Carrots.
potatoes,
Carrots.
carrots.
Potatoes, no. I think sweet potatoes, yeah. Potatoes, no.
Why not
I
potatoes?
don't think you can do potatoes.
Maybe it's
I,
the glycemic index.
Yeah. You can't do potatoes.
okay, I heard you can do potatoes, but okay. So Michelle, have you done this?
I have done the paleo diet. The paleo
And
diet is my favorite diet. I think it's the one diet where what Neelam was just explaining, and it is sustainable. I just went off of it because I just went off of it, but it is very sustainable, and I lost a lot of weight, and I was very fit, and I think it's a very good diet. That's the one diet out of all the diets that I would recommend. That would be it. Would be the paleo diet
And
for that.
it's definitely not a fad diet.
No, because
what?
actually,
It
I don't think
is.
it's a fad diet because it's something that you
No,
could do long term.
of course.
I mean,
I
I
don't
can't
think it
see
is.
eating bacon every day for
I
that's
no,
high
so
cholesterol.
well, that's what you think. But look, I mean, seriously, I'm definitely getting blood work done like in the next couple of weeks because I have a surgery coming up in December and I want to know how that feels. What I do know is that my hand, which was always hurting, now doesn't hurt. My knees don't hurt, and there's another condition that's connected to fat gain, and retention of fat. It's called lipedema. Have you guys heard of this?
No, no.
Okay, there's lipedema and lymphedema, but maybe that might be the topic of another discussion. But it's
Okay.
very connected to diet and
So
inflammation.
paleo, the benefit of why I was recommended to do this was because it's like an energy reset.
You have a lot of energy. I mean, I did it when I was doing CrossFit. So I was doing CrossFit in the paleo diet, and it worked really, really well. And I was super like fit, and I really,
Okay.
really enjoyed it. I like the paleo diet, and I could do it again. Like, I don't know. I just think in general, like all these diets, like you might find one that works for you and you can use it for a little while, but in the end, it's really about your lifestyle, which I think somebody mentioned here. It's just, oh gosh, it's changing your way of being and thinking and how you see food. So that's super, super important.
I think in some way though, they're all not sustainable. Like for example, I want to go back to this low FODMAP diet that I've been like trying to do. It's like there's like this document and this app you can use, but it's kind of like ridiculous to like be shopping and looking at this list because it's like, okay, you can have a red bell pepper, but you should avoid green peppers. You can eat like a banana and grapes and kiwi, but you should avoid apples and cherries and berries. And I'm like, I love berries. So it's like it's like this 4-page document, every category from milk to yogurt to fruit to veggies to legumes to like everything of what you can eat and what you can't. And it's like for you to know that and memorize it. And that's like, I don't know.
Too much.
It's too much.
Too much, yeah. So I finally think at the end of the day, we need to look for something that works for us, right?
Exactly.
Sure, diets and fad diets take us out of our comfort zone, right? And they force us in a way to trust the process. But at the end of the day, if it's sustainable or not, it all depends on you, right? If you are ready and committed to taking on that lifestyle, there are people who join keto and are forever keto, right? So it just depends on each person.
Bad diet.
What they say is the best though is like the Mediterranean diet from Italy and Greece and Spain.
Yeah.
And that's like, you know,
that
pasta, cheese, olive oil. No, that's like the diet that exists and persists and that people should follow.
Yeah.
Like the longevity diet, I think that's called, right? It's like because of the nutrients in it.
Yeah, like you live long.
Yeah.
So what are our takeaways here, ladies? Let's all try the grapefruit or cabbage soup diet for 7 days.
That's going back in time, yeah. Or Slim Fast. Do they even still make that?
Yes, they do. They have Slim Fast bars and they have Slim Fast. I don't know what. They have a whole lot. It's like a whole.
Let's see. My takeaway is no more fad diets. Figure out what works for you and go with it.
My takeaway is listen to your body.
Yeah.
And if it works for you and you feel comfortable, go for it.
My takeaway is make good choices when you can, but don't get crazy about it. Like knowing that gluten, dairy, and sugar cause inflammation, I try to be aware of that and maybe eat it less. But to avoid it for 3 weeks straight is like, what's the point of living, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
So like I'm aware of it. I like to read about it. I like to learn about it. I like to talk about it. Obviously, hopefully you've learned something from this episode, but I think you do what you can, you know?
Great takeaway, Karen. Love it.
I like it. Yeah.
Great. We'll see you soon. Thanks for listening. Neelam, see you soon.
See ya. Bye-bye.
Everybody.
Bye.
Bye.